My name is Shoikat Paul, and previously I have worked in companies like ICRA. I worked in PwC also for a short period of time. Then I worked in Jana Bank, and my last company was Imami. So, where I have actually worked in Power BI for two projects, and during that stint, that period, I actually got the interest for the data analysis, or you can say data reporting, visualization, and all. So that gave me the interest to take it a notch further up. And for that reason, I've also completed my Power BI certification and also the Tableau desktop certification. So that's it from my end. Now you people can introduce yourself. Thank you.
Okay, let me introduce myself. My name is Ornila. So I'm basically from India. Currently, I'm staying in UK. I've experience in finance domain of more than 8 years. I am MBA finance from Calcutta University. So same with previously Shoykot was my colleague. So we used to work for ICRA Analytics. Currently, I'm not working in UK. I was working for Reckitt Benckiser and Agile Limited in UK. So yeah, so what made me interested in Tableau? It's a very interesting question to me because I think like I have gained a lot of experience in finance domain. A lot of financial analysis is done. So I thought like let me get a flavor of more on the path of data analysis, data visualization. So I started working with Power BI back in Reckitt Benckiser, where I got the small flavor of data visualization. So I did my Power BI certification back 2 months back. So I'm a certified Power BI analyst. So yeah, so looking forward for more data visualization tools. So then I came up with the idea of Tableau as well, so that I can have a broad understanding of data analysis and visualization. So that yeah, so that's all from my side. Thank you.
Okay, so hey, hi, this is Payal. I'm from Bangalore. So I'm working in Infosys as a project manager, and the main part for this training that I want to learn Tableau is because same like data analysis and preparing the report because I'm working in Power BI right now. So yeah, that's why I think that this course is gonna help me to learn more about this data preparation or the data analysis part. That's all. Thank you.
Hello everyone, this is Shabam Hegde, born and brought up in Pune. I completed my graduation in BCA, Bachelor's in Computer Application, and I have worked with many companies like IGT, ZDPM, Tech Mahindra, and latest designation was Technical Senior Support. And Tableau is one of the course I have been looking for since previous months. So I have good interest in this, searching and hoping for good career in this Tableau course. I have been also certified into Power BI, but due to maternity leave,
শুধু পড়ার সময় একটু পাছর পরে পড়ে তখন বলতে পারে না ভালো সত্যি বলতে
but due to maternity leave, I had a gap of 5 to 6 months. So starting with a new course, that's all.
মাকে কি সুন্দর দেখতে হয়ে গেছে দেখ বাবা
I am Momita Paul. I have logged in from my daughter's account, and I think I'm the senior most in this group. I'm a working professional and working in a bank. I'm entirely different, and all of you are from IT background, and I'm from non-IT background. I'm a science graduate and MBA in marketing and finance. Uh, Now I'm going through a sort of midlife career crisis, and I want to do something else. Because this banking and throughout, I was in retail banking only, servicing customers. I know nothing about data and anything. I already got the ready-made data to analyze it, So to change my course of career, I Onimesh just suggested me to join the classes. So let's see what's there.
I think all good, guys. Before we start, can you hear me? Just to check.
Yes, yes, sir.
So basically, see, I don't want to waste your time introducing myself. My name is Shobhanjit. Just quick to give you two, three information. I will be the one point contact for this course. So any issue, any help, please feel free to let me know anytime. And Shoikat will be doing the training. I think 6 to 8 training will be there, and after that, in between the courses, we will do one evaluation and 1 or 2 doubt clearing session. So overall, 8 to 10 session we'll be doing from now. I look after Bong Bong Academy along with Animesh, and we have another entity named Data Colada. So, so these are the thing. Basically, Bong Bong started last 4 years back, and it was started as a partnership farm between Muhua and Korotwa, Animesh wife. Muhua is already joined. And just this year we started this organization as a private limited company, and me, Animesh, Muhua, and Koroto all are the board directors. And good news is that we are funded by IIT uh, this year. Just few months back, we got the good news that we have funded. We got the fund from the IIT Gwalior, and we are also having some funds from other organization as well. So it's a great honor for us because the organization like IIT, the central government, and some of the banks who are already given us the confidence that we can go ahead with the academy. We are generally giving you the training, and then gradually, if you show that and if you can prove that you are learning these sessions well, there will be opportunity to give you the placement as well. So we will help you out to give you the placement. We will also help you for the freelancing kind of work if you want. So great going. I think last 4 years journey, it was a fantastic journey. So looking forward to give you the good lessons, good learnings, and some benefits so that your career can be increased, your career can be boomed. And you guys also feel free to let us know any suggestion, anything if you want to change in between the course, any doubt, any clarification. Just be like a family member of Bong Bong, and behave not just like a student, but like a senior professionals. And we are looking forward to have your feedback as well. Over to you, Shoikat. Please start the session.
Yeah,
And
thank you, Shovan. Yeah. So, guys, I'll be starting. First, I need to know how many of you actually have any idea regarding Tableau interface.
Yeah, I have small bit of experience in Tableau.
Others?
I
Any?
have just a rough idea, not in depth, but yeah, the basic part.
Okay. So, any of you have downloaded Tableau desktop in your system?
Not yet. I didn't.
Okay. Okay. Then I'll start from the scratch only. Not an issue. So, okay. First, this is, I will share this thing with you. Just wait.
Shikat, any link you want to share, you can use the WhatsApp group, and
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I will share it over there only.
please
So,
communicate in the WhatsApp group so that we all can be in the same page.
sure, 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 sir. So this will be my session one. I've shared a PDF in that group. Feel free to download it and see. So, so the session one, I have divided it into two parts. Okay. One is introduction to Tableau, and part two is components and elements of Tableau. Whereas in the part 1, I'll help you with the installation of Tableau, how the Tableau interface looks like, then connecting to data sources, different kind of data types, what are the basic view, like you have the canvas, you have the where you can see the metadata. Then different functions like how to hide, how to split, difference between live and extract, then what are dimensions and measures, and I'll get into all of this. So let's start with okay. So let me just share the screen with you, then you will understand. Just type Tableau desktop download in your Google Chrome or whatever you are using, whatever browser you are using. So there we will find Tableau desktop. And if any of you have not already installed Tableau desktop in your system, then the latest version you can download it and you install it. Are you guys trying?
Yes.
Yeah. Just to give you an overview, uh, since many of you have done Power BI here, so we all know it's much easier to use Power BI because the cost is not that much. But for Tableau, especially for Tableau desktop, you just get 14 days trial. So once you download it today and you will use it, the problem is that after 14 days you will not be able to use that. But for that reason, Tableau have another version that is called Tableau Public. For Tableau Public, though many features are not there, there are some shortcomings which is not there in desktop, but still you can use it for your purpose. But I can give you another way out for that. Let's say you have downloaded the latest version. So let me show you one thing here. You will understand that, mhm, which will help you, because if you are giving, if I'll be giving 10 classes, then after 14 days you will not have access to that version. Then you again have to, you will download it again, and that will not work. So the point is, can you see my tab, this Tableau desktop, everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, now see, this is the latest version, okay, 2024.1. Okay, you can download this one, and for 14 days you'll be able to use it. After 14 days it will not work. So after 14 days, what you can do, you come to this 2023.3. Okay, then you download this last release, 27 June 1, 2022 dot 3.7. It will work for another 14 days. So that's how you have to use it. And in the meantime, you can also download Tableau Public, which you can use any point of time. uh, for that, no cost is required. Once you all are done with the download, tell me, then I'll start it. Feel free to ask if you have any difficulties. I hope you all are able to download it.
Okay, so I'm not able to download it exactly because every time I'm trying to get to this page, it's asking me to sign in. Okay, so I just
Yeah,
tried.
you have
Yeah,
to
I
fill in few details.
yes, I did,
Huh?
but still, it just showing me some guideline pages. I'm not getting the link to download it after filling those details, like those phone number, name, and country, and all this stuffs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It will also
Is it
ask for.
possible? Can you please ping this link, the exact link
Yeah, yeah, sure.
you are using?
Sure, I can.
Or else, Shoykot, you can share the screen and you can share it step by step where you need to go and take what. So,
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure. I'll do that. No issue. Have you got the link?
Yes. So basically, first we need to create an account, right?
Yeah.
So just for some basic information, while creating the account, I can just use my personal email as business email
Yes.
and organization, anything,
Yes.
right? Those
Yes.
details
Yes.
matter.
Yes. Anything. Not an issue. I'm also sharing the data set that we will be using. Okay. It's an XLS file. Others, are you able to download it? Any issues?
Yes, I have downloaded it.
Okay. Have you installed it? Once you download it, please kindly install the same so that we can connect to that data set, that flat file that I've given. Once you install it, once the installation is done, it will give you a pop-up regarding the 14 days trial. So kindly click on that and press OK, and you will see automatically the Tableau page will open. So can I start?
Yes.
Okay. So let me just. Okay. So just a second. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it
Okay.
is visible.
Yeah. So the first thing is when the Tableau page opens up, the first thing you see on the left hand side that it says how to connect to a number one to Tableau server, two different, then we have to a file, the different kinds of file that you can work on. You have Microsoft Excel file. If you have an Excel file, you can just upload it and you can work on that data set. You have a text file which is called a CSV file. Then you have a JSON file, Microsoft Access PDF file, special files, statistical files, and you have more to it also. When you then to a server. Okay, now data source. Sometimes we call it, either you have a data set or you connect to a data source. Data source as in you have MySQL, connect to a server, you can connect to MySQL, you can connect to Oracle, you can connect to Amazon Redshift, you can connect to Snowflake. There are various of it. You can see loads of it. 73 kinds are there. So you can connect to. But majorly we will work on CSV file and XLS file, that Excel file. So I have shared a data set with you, and I'll connect with that. Okay. If everybody have installed it, then just connect with the Microsoft Excel file that I've given, that is Global Superstore. So suppose you have I just want to tell you something. Suppose you have a text file with you, that is CSV file, and you click on Microsoft Excel while connecting to it, you will not see that file in your system because it's a CSV file. So for that, you have to go for text file. If you have an Excel file, then please click on the Microsoft Excel button and you will see the Excel file there and you connect to it. Once I open it, you see this page comes up. As you can see on the left hand side, I will not get into this data interpreter part right now. That I will teach in the later classes. But for time being, there are three columns. You have an order column, a people column, and a returns. Sorry, three pair sheets are there: order sheet, people sheet, and return sheet. Now, if this portion is called the canvas. So once I drag the order to this field, you will see the complete details of the orders. Okay. Any question?
No.
Okay. So let's say if I don't want to drag orders there and I want to drag people. So I will see the details of the people here. Same in terms of returns. So currently we'll work on the orders. So let me drag the orders here. Okay. Now a default function, whenever you connect to a data set, okay, you will see on the top side, this is the portion where the connection is always live. Okay, whenever you connect to a normally live, I will get into more details regarding what is a live connection and what is an extract. But for the time being, in the data pane, you see the connection is live. In this part, another thing is in the canvas part, we can do joins and unions. If we double click on this button and we drag other tables here, and we can perform joins and union. This is also kept for the later part. I'm just giving an overview of the this page, how it looks like. Okay, now let's come to this part. As you can see, these are the columns you have. You have the row ID, you have the order ID, you have the order date, you have the ship date, ship mode, customer ID, customer name, and other fields are there. Okay, and this portion, you have the fields like data types. Okay, what are the data types? Now if you open the material that I have given you and go to the last page. If you go to the last page, you will see that I've given Tableau data types, where ABC, suppose it's written ABC, you can see, right? This order ID,
Yes, yes.
yes, ABC. So that's a text string values. Okay, whereas for a hash means it's a numerical value. The row ID, it's a numerical value. So all are denoted by certain characters. You have to remember that. For that, see, a calendar table is mentioned in front of an order date. So it's a date field. For ship date, it's same thing. Now you can see this geographical icon. Whenever Tableau finds out, whenever you take a data set in Tableau, whenever it finds out that it's a state or a country or a city, or you have a postal code, it automatically assigns a data type of geographical data type. Any question, anyone? If you're not understanding, please feel free to tell me.
No questions.
Okay. So these are the various data types in Tableau. Okay. Okay. Now the next part which we'll be focusing on. Okay. In terms of this is our data source pane. Okay. We have now go to the sheet one. Can you see that?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Go to sheet one. Now I will tell you. Go to one. Okay. So this is your menu bar. Okay. This is, you can create a new file. You can open any file from here. For data, you can add new data source here. Worksheet, we'll get into it on a later on. Dashboard, same. Story, analysis, map, format. This is your menu bar. And this is your toolbar. Okay. This is your toolbar, where several functions like swap, then you can, ascending sorting function, ascending, descending, all these things you can perform here from this toolbar. Okay. Left hand side. Now there's an important thing you have to remember in case of Tableau. Whenever you connect to a data set, Tableau divides the whole data into two parts. One is dimension and one is measure. If you have a copy, please write it down, because it will be very important for you, because there are 3 4 words which are very important in Tableau. Tableau divides the dataset into dimensions and measures. Dimensions are those fields which are categorical in nature. Measures are like which you can measure it. Like now, let me tell you. For dimension, see this category, city, country, these are all dimensions. Okay. And in the below, you can see measure names, right? So discount, profit, quantity, sales, these are all measures. Now, previously, there was a in Tableau, there was a separator where it was written already in this portion that these are dimensions and these are measures, but currently don't have that. So I can tell you, let's say subcategory is a dimension and I want to bring it down to measure field. Okay, on the below, see, you can see this orange line, dimensions and measures.
Yes.
Yes, there's a
Yes.
clear cut, a barricade is there where you can see from where the measure starts and from where the dimension ends. Okay, so I cannot drag it down below measures. Okay, a dimension. Any question?
No.
Okay, now get back to the data source page again. Now, let me click on this order ID table. Okay, there are few functions that we can perform here. You see, first one is to rename a field. Okay, so if I want to rename a field, what I can do, I can just click on this rename. Just if you have any copy now, please write it down, everyone. What are the various things that we are performing? Because once we get into the dashboard, preparing charts and all, then these all will help you. Because see, performing a data analysis, it's not just about, because many people think it that way when anyone wants to get into the data analysis field, that what we can do is like, we'll prepare few charts and all and we will present it, but it's not just that. It's a much, you have to dig deeper into it, and I will explain it to you what are the important factors you have to keep in mind to be a data analyst at the end of the day. So we can rename it. Suppose let's say order ID, I just want to say order ID, I will just name it order ID plus, let's say. Okay, so we have changed it. Okay, now if I want to go back, I can just press this and I will get the order ID back. So the first thing we have learned is to rename field. Okay, then you have copy values. If I do copy values, suppose I have pressed the copy value, this order ID I have copied. If I go to any Excel right now, you can try it while I'm telling. You can go to Excel and you can paste it there and you will see the complete data there, this order ID data. So I can copy value from here. Next is I can hide. Okay, let's say I don't need this order ID, so I can hide it. See, now you cannot see this order ID. It's hidden. Now, how to get it back? You click there and you do the show hidden fields. Once you click on the show hidden fields, you will see this order ID back. But it's not clear. What you have to do, you just have to click in there again and unhide. You will see the the column which was hidden, now it's visible to you. Clear till now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now let's come to aliases. Another important thing. What are aliases? Now let me click
on it. Let's say this member, you can see AE20119160. It's a big number. So you want to present it to the client, not such a in terms of a big number. Let's say you want to present it as AE2011. Okay. The main data will remain the same. It will be AE20119160. But while you are presenting to the client will see, if you assign an alias in front of it, it will show it as AE2011. If I click OK, it will be, I think it went down. Most probably, just wait. Just hold on a second. If I click it as 2011, let's say I just it's a AE and I click OK. So instead of that number which I had, okay, so instead of AE20119160, the client will be able to see this number as AE. Okay. So I'm clearing the aliases. Okay. Another thing, apart from this, see, I can see only 100 rows right now. Okay, it's default. You can make it 10,000. It will take some time. Okay. If you want, you can see 200 rows. That's up to you. How many rows you want to see at that point of time. So are you guys following me and doing it with me, like in your system? Because that will be very helpful.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Others, any issues? Others, I'm waiting for your views. Any issues? Or you can tell me.
No
I
issues.
know, I'm doing it.
Okay, thank you.
I'm doing it.
Okay. So another option is, let's say I'm going calculated field and create group. I will get into on later stages. Now, first, let's say split option. Now, Tableau has its inbuilt features to split a certain text or a certain alphabets in terms of delimiters. It's a separator. So it has its own built up. Like you can see order ID CA hyphen 2012 hyphen 124891. It will split like it is not a custom split. It is inbuilt split, which I'm showing you. Let me just click on the split option. Split is done. Now, let me just you can see order ID split 1, split 2, split 3. So it has split the text on the basis of a delimiter. What is that delimiter? Can anyone answer? By looking at the order ID again. What was that separator?
Is the type of order the year and the unique ID, I guess?
No, I am asking. It has, split the whole text into three parts. So based on what delimiter, what separator it has created this? Look into the original ID, like original order ID,
Hyphen.
hyphen. Exactly. It's the hyphen. It has used hyphen as the delimiter or a separator. Everyone clear?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now there's another option called custom split. If you click on it, you can use your own separator here. Okay. So let's say it's the same thing we will do, but still you can put an hyphen and use the separator option. Okay. And you can say split of first, last, or all. You have that option. So let's say first two columns. Okay. You want to separate with the help of a hyphen. If I press OK, you see it's there, right? Because I've selected two.
Shilkot, when are you showing the screen for this splits and everything? It's not showing in the SharePoint. So can you just share the whole screen again? At
You
least
are not
I'm not
able to.
seeing this. No, I'm not able to say. I don't know about others. Can you just put your suggestions?
Okay, just wait. Can you see it now?
Yeah, but I'm talking about the the info bar when you're putting the splits and everything. The
Okay.
bar which comes up is not
So
showing.
that is not available to you, right?
Uh,
Okay. One sec.
I mean to say the bar for doing the
Like,
customization and everything.
you mean when I'm clicking on this one, I'm doing custom split. This portion you are not getting.
Yeah, correct.
So what's it showing for you?
Nothing. Just
Nothing.
the dashboard, yeah. So it becomes, difficult for others to understand where you are inserting the data or the uh,
So uh,
decimeter.
are you doing custom split or normal split?
No, I'm doing the custom sleep. Let me just share my screen if you allow
Yeah, yeah.
me. Yeah.
Sure, sure. One sec. Let me just stop sharing. Huh.
Just a minute. Can you see the screen now?
Yeah,
Not
I
yet.
mean, not yet. Yeah, I can see now.
Okay. So, yeah, you can see like when you say like you want to split the data. Let's see.
No, no. Do the
Oh, sorry,
custom split.
sorry. So, can you see this pop-up bar of custom split?
No. I guess we can
No,
see it from our end, but when someone is sharing it,
sharing it's not showing, right?
Not
I
showing.
don't
No.
know. I think that's the problem with Tableau might be. I don't know. Yeah, okay, fine, no problem.
Okay, let me. Which version you are using?
23.
23. Okay. Okay, I'll look into it and I'll get back to you why it's not showing. For others, it's showing or it's not showing.
It's showing for me, but I'm using the 24 one.
Acha, but it's working for
Yeah.
you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Okay, Anil, I'll get back to you regarding that. I think
Okay,
this.
no problem.
Yeah. Others, any issue?
No issue. It's working for me as well.
Okay, okay. Good, good. Okay. So now, apart from all of this, so what we have learned how to rename, how to copy value, how to hide and get back that hidden column again, aliases, split, and custom split. We have learned all of this. Okay. Now I will go back to, let me see. Okay. So now go back to the sheet one. Okay. Now let's start with, have you people understood what are dimensions and what are measures? I'll I'll give you a separate file on that. What are dimensions and measure? But whatever I have explained a few minutes back, have you people understand? Like any issues regarding that?
So is it the same for Excel or any other kind of document? Like all this criteria, like
Any data you take into Tableau, it will divide it into dimensions and measures. So any numerical values will be classified as measures, and any categorical values will be considered as dimensions. Okay. Now let me tell you one thing. When you go down this list, this table column, you see this latitude, longitude, orders count, and measures values, right? This last four options.
yes.
Yes. The thing is, if you open that Excel file that I've given you, these all are not present there. Okay. It has been created by Tableau itself based on the data. And whenever this country, customer ID, customer name, market, order date, whatever is there, it is already in that Excel file as a column. You will find it there. But things like latitude, longitude, orders count, measures value, these all are not there. So anything you see in italics here has been created by Tableau and not present in that flat file. Okay.
So you are saying these four options are constant, like
If you have, suppose if you have any geographical data present in your data set, okay, let's say country, or you can say you have a state or a city. Whenever you upload that data in Tableau, the Tableau automatically creates this latitude and longitude field. This you will be able to see in Tableau only. But if you open the flat file there, you will not be able to see this field. So it has been created by Tableau, and anything that has been created by Tableau, any column or anything, will be in italics form. You see, rest of the thing are in normal. These are in italics. This latitude, longitude, orders count, measures values, and measure names. Clear?
Okay.
Okay. Now let's talk about this. This is a this portion that you have. This we call it a page shelf. Okay. What is the use of it? We will discuss later on. This is a filter pen, and this is a marks card. Okay. This is a marks card where you have color, size, text, detail, and tooltip. What are their roles and what is their function? I'll show it to you. Now let's start. Let's say whenever you drag, let's say subcategory, I drag it to the row column. Okay. And let's say one measure, one dimension, and one measure to the column shelf. What do I get? A normal chart, a normal bar chart, the subcategory with its sum of cells. Can you see this option called show me? Everyone?
Yes.
Click on it. You will see whenever you select data, like whenever you select any column, Tableau will suggest you what are the graphs or what are the things you can do with it. Like I can go for a, these are recommended charts. Okay, I can go for a bar chart. I can go for this one. I can go for a pie chart. I can go for several others are there, which I'll explain. And the most helpful part regarding this is whenever you select, suppose, whenever you select, let's say I select category and cells. You can, this another way of doing it. Let's say you select category, then you press control and then you place cells together. So then you, on the right hand side, you can see what are the recommended charts for you. Okay. Now, sum of cells and category, I have seen you can take it back into table field also. Okay. This is the option on the upper left hand side. So you have three categories: furniture, office supplies, and technology. And you see the sum of cells here. Okay. Now, if I go back, let me just clear it all out. So let's say I put in category, I put in subcategory, and I put in sales. So what am I getting here? Can anyone explain?
The products which are under the main category and the sales of that subcategory.
Exactly. So if I remove the sum of sales, I can just bring in profit here and I will see the profit.
Okay,
Interesting.
but
Ah,
you said right something that press the control and do it.
yeah,
So
you
how
can.
does that
Acha.
different from this one? Like
No,
by
no, no,
selecting new.
no difference in it. You just
Mhm.
can. There are two ways you can do it.
Okay, okay,
You can just drag and drop here. That's simply, or you can just control and press it all over here and then click on the
okay.
chart section, whatever you want to. Acha, another important thing, whenever you select any chart, okay, you see there's option there. Suppose I check horizontal bars, I'll find what are required, 0 or more dimensions or 1 or more measures. Can you see it?
Yes.
Yes. So for each chart, Tableau helps you out with what are the columns it's required to form that chart. Okay. For line, for tree maps, for horizontal bars, there are basically 24, if I'm not wrong, 24 inbuilt visualization charts are there already in Tableau. So for each and every one of this, what are the fields that's required? It will guide you with that. If you don't have that selected, you will not get that map or not get that chart for yourself. Now, our topic, let me just go through it once. So guys, we have completed, I have explained it to you, the user interface, right? What are the toolbar, the menu bar, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then connecting to data, a data set, different data types, and the basic view of the canvas that I've explained. I've explained aliases, height, split. Now I'll explain it to you live and extract also. Dimensions and measures, I've given you a brief about what it is. Now I'll get into aggregation. Marks card, I have explained it to you, but I will show it to you what you can do with it. Okay. Now let's get back to this. Let's say I take category in row column and cells in column. Okay. I get a bar chart, right? Normal bar chart. So the default marks, this automatic you can see here, right? It's default. There is a drop down there. The default is the bar one. You can make it a line chart if you want to. You can make it an area chart if you want to. And several other options are there as per your requirement and need. So from this marks card, acha, now the major thing. So from this marks card, this drop down, you can select the type you want, be it an area chart, be it a bar chart, be it a line chart, whatever you select. It will, if you select circle, it will just point as 3 circles there. Okay, in terms of values. If you choose shape, it will show you shapes. And then other options are also there. Now, let me get back to bar only. Now, what is the option of this? What is the role of this color here? It's all blue, right? Now, let's say you drag some of the cells in color. See, it has changed. Okay. So now you can see the gradient. See, the lighter to darker. The lighter is the lowest and the darker is the highest. This way you can represent. Once you click sum of cells into the color bar. Now, you are not understanding. Once you hover over here, you can see the okay, furniture is 4110,874. But if you want this to be written here, what you can do is cells to label. If I drag cells to label column in the marks card, I can see the values written here. Any issues, anyone?
No issues.
Okay. So let's say I'm removing everything. Let's say I take subcategory in the row column and I take sales here. Okay. Another thing, let me explain it to you. Very easy. Let's say I want all the measure values for all the subcategories. Let's say subcategory. Now let's say if I want to bring in profit here. Now, okay, let me just bring it to table. I want to bring it profit here. Okay. Now if I want to bring in sales here, it's not happening. If I want to bring in sales here, this one second. Let's say I want all the like discount, profit, quantity, sales, shipping cost, everything at one go on my right hand side of subcategories. How to bring it? What I'll do is I'll take the measure names in the column section. Okay. Now the measure value on the text. I can see all the measure values in terms of subcategory at a glance in front of me. Easy?
Yes.
Okay. Now, suppose you don't need sales and shipping or profit. Maybe you just need the, let's say you just need the profit and sales. You can remove the discount, just drag it down. You can remove the orders. You can remove the quantity. You can remove the shipping cost. You will have the profit and sales here. Easy till now?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I'll just remove this. So we are done with, okay. Okay. Now let's say each and every one. Color, acha, color water. I'll explain it to you much more. Let's say sales. Okay. Color you can edit here. Okay. If you go to color, this opacity you can see, right? You can do it as per your choice. You can increase it, you can decrease it.
Can you
The-
please do it one more time?
yeah, yeah, sure. Like, okay. Let's say I take subcategory in the row column and sales in the column. Okay. Now this color option, I click it on the marks card. This opacity you can see.
Not in your screen. Not sure if it's just me or.
Yeah, that's what I was telling.
Yeah.
Like the shared screen, like the customization pop-up bar is not shown in the. It's not there in the shared screen. I don't know why.
Okay, that option is not showing, right? Whenever I'm sharing the screen.
No.
Okay. So just click on the color option. Can you see opacity? Don't maybe it's not showing in the which I'm sharing, but can you see the opacity under more colors?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Mhm.
So you can increase it or you can decrease it. It now I'm just telling you what is the purpose. You will get to know during scatter plots, or that it will help why you need to decrease the opacity or increase the opacity at that point of time. But currently these are the functions which I'm showing it to you. For more colors, you can click in more colors. You can choose any color of yours you want to. Now let's say I put sales in the color section. I get this gradient, right? This lighter of blue to the darker of blue, suggesting the lighter is the lower value and the darker is the highest value. Now I go to color section, I do edit colors. You see color palette. Everyone following it?
Yes.
Yes, color palette. You can choose any color palette of your own from here. If I choose orange, blue, diverging, I will get that. Okay. So these are the various options. You can play with it in color marks card. Okay. Now let's see sizes. What is its role? If I click on sizes and I drag it, see, it's increasing. If I increase it, it will increase the size of the bars. If I decrease, it will decrease the size of the bars. Any issues? All following, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Uh, Now let's say I drag the cells in the detail column. No, let's say I drag the cells to the level column. So it will show me the values. Okay. As I already stated, it will show me the values here. Now, so what is the role of the label here? Anyone? If I drag cells to the label column, how will it help us in the visualization?
It will show you the sales amount at the end of the bar.
Yes. Now, what is the function of the detail? Can anyone tell me?
If you select that, it's showing that category and the profit and sales.
No, at- it actually acts as a tooltip, when you hover over it. Let's say I only have subcategory and sales with me, right? This is the chart I have prepared, subcategory and sales, right? Now let me just drag profit to the detail. Now, if you hover over to that, you can see subcategory along with profit and sales.
Yes.
Yes, this helps in, you can see it as a tooltip. Okay. It helps you once you drag profit here. Let's say if I drag discount also in detail. Now, when you see the bar, what can you see? The discount, the profit, and both and the sales. So if you're presenting it to someone, you just want to keep this bar chart only, but you want to show that the customers can see when hovering over that bar, that what is the discount on that subcategory, what is the profit. So along with the sales, that person can also see the discount and profit too. Clear?
Yes.
So I have gone through the color, I've gone through size, level I have explained. Detail and tooltip are more or less the same thing. Okay. Now, this is the data pane. You have another pane here that is called analytics pane. Okay. This analytics pane, it's for the other classes, of course. This is a advanced level thing. That analytics, you have a constant line, you can create average line, median mode, quartiles, box plot, totals. average, trend line, forecast, clustering, all these functions you can perform here. You don't need like any formulas or anything. It will create it on its own in this canvas. So we have covered dimensions, measures, aggregation, marks card. I have. Okay. Now let's see. Now let me explain it to you regarding the aggregation. Now let me. The default aggregation. Okay. Now let me just click cells to the row column. What we are getting here? Just sum of cells, right? We are getting just sum of cells, but we don't have any dimensions that it will bifurcate the sum of cells into various things. We don't have that. So basically, it's an aggregation. What? A measured aggregation. Now the default aggregation of Tableau is sum. Whenever you drag something, let's say sum of cells. Let's say I drag profit here. Is this sum of profit that it will give you? So the aggregation, the default aggregation in Tableau is sum. Now let's say you want to change it. Okay. What you can do is this sum of profit it's showing. You drag down this one. Okay. This measure you can see sum. Everyone.
Yes.
You can select average. Then it will show you the average. So basically the default aggregation is sum, but you can also change it as per your needs. Okay. So this is basically aggregation, just touching on that point. Now, let me explain it to you. What is granularity? It's very important topic in that sense. Granularity is, it's parts, more parts in terms of if you go for the dictionary thing. Like if I just, let's say if I drag subcategory and sales. Now let's say, okay. So let's say, no, let me just do for category. Okay. So as you can see, furniture, office supplies, and technology are there. Okay. These three values are there. It has divided the total sum of sales in terms of category, that is three parts: furniture, office supplies, and technology. If we increase the granularity, let's say along with the category, I drag subcategory. So the whole that was there is further divided, more divided. So what we can say is that as the granularity increases, the level of aggregation decreases. Can write it down anywhere. The more you will add certain category, subcategory, if I add the segment here also, let's say I add the segment here. So granularity increases, the aggregation decreases. Any question here, anyone? If you're not understanding?
No questions.
Okay. So this is all about granularity. Now, I've completed the introduction part. Now I'm coming to components and elements of Tableau. Okay. Very important. Now, I'll explain it to you a very important topic, that is discrete and continuous. What is that? Anyone have any knowledge regarding this thing? What are discrete and what is continuous? Anyone?
Discrete means separating the values or data.
It has distinct, like for a discrete value, it is distinct in nature and it can be divided into parts for a discrete value. Now, let's say if I tell you it can be divided into parts, can a measure be divided into parts? A sales or a profit or a quantity or a discount? The answer is no. A dimension can be separated into parts. Like example, if I click category, it's a dimension. It has parts under it. What are the parts? Furniture, office supplies, technology. If I take subcategory in the row column, it has parts: accessories, appliance, art, binders, etc. If I take segment, it has consumer, corporate, home office. If I take, let's say, market, you can see Africa, APAC, Canada, EMEA, EU, LATAM, US. So, discrete values are majorly dimensions. Dimensions have discrete values because it can be, what I just said, divided into parts. Anything that can be divided into parts is discrete. Okay? Clear or confusion?
Yes, clear.
Okay. But for a continuous, what we can say, it's an unbroken whole. It's a whole thing unbroken. That is why we are telling it to be continuous. We are marking it as continuous. Now, normally, measures can be continuous, like sales, profit, discount. This can be continuous. Now, I'll explain it to you in terms of charts. You will get the knowledge of it in a better way. Now, let's say, let me just drag order date. So before that, if possible, write it down somewhere. It's very important. Discrete, I'll show it to you, but discrete, how will you understand it's a discrete value? It is represented by blue pill. Let's say I drag quantity here. So it's green, right? Green is represented by continuous and blue pill is represented by discrete value. You can see, right? As
Yes.
dimensions are discrete, it will show a blue pill. And since measures are 99% measures are since continuous value, it will show as a green pill. So it's very easy to understand that anything that is blue pill is discrete in nature. Anything that is green pill is continuous in nature. Now I'll show you something which will help you. Date. Now this is very important. Order date. Yeah, any date. Date is one thing that is that can be changed to discrete also and to continuous also. Date is one dimension which you can change it, you can alter it. How? Now let's say, if you're doing with me, it will help you. Let's say I drag the order date in the column field. Now you need to do one thing. Right click on your mouse or right click the order date and then drag it to the column section. Not just normally drop it. Are you getting anything? A pop-up that shows drop field. Anyone? Have anyone got it?
Yes.
Okay. So you can see it's very visible from here, like the blue icon and the green icon of the calendar. Can you see that? This blue icon here suggests discrete and this green here suggests continuous. Now let's say I take for a year as discrete instead of continuous. I select it, I click OK, order date. Now let's say I take sales in the rocker. What am I getting? A line chart, right? Now you see the path column here. You see, just click on the color. You see markers. Click the second one. You can see the points more visible here. Guys, following?
Hello, everyone following?
Yes. So exactly, in which cases we'll just right click on it and then select and then we'll get the pop up like uh, what are the purposes? Not only for that.
Anytime. Suppose if that this is what I will answer it. Why you need? Suppose sometimes you may need a discrete uh, date, and sometimes you may need a continuous date. Now this time I have selected discrete. What is its function? Why I have selected discrete? Let's say. Okay. Now, as I've selected discrete, there are in the data set, I have 4 years 2011, 12, 13, and 14. Okay. Now, as you see, I have selected year. Okay. Now, let's say instead of year, let me select as quarter. Okay. I selected quarter. So, I have 4 years. So, each year have 4 quarters. right?
Yes.
So when I'm selecting discrete, what it's doing, in quarter one, it's adding all the quarter ones of 4 years, 2011, 12, 13, and 14, and giving me that data. This is what discrete does, a distinct point. Instead of showing me a continuous value, rather than quarter one of 2001, quarter two of 2011, quarter three of 2011, quarter four of, it's showing it has cumulated value of quarter one of all the years. Same for quarter two, same for quarter three, and same for quarter four. Now, if I change it to continuous, what will happen? You tell me. Yasin, guys, following? As soon as I change the quarter discrete to continuous, first thing the peel changed to green, and check the line graph now. It is showing it will have all the quarters. January quarter one, 2011 quarter one, quarter two, quarter three, quarter four. You will have every quarter there. So this is the difference between a discrete and a continuous. It all depends on your client requirements, what they want. But these are the two ways how you can show your reports. Any problem?
No.
No.
Okay. So I've covered discrete and continuous. Now there are certain auto-generated fields and hierarchy. How to create hierarchies. Now let me.
So for this discrete and continuous, there's no way I can define any year or anything, right? It will just accumulate from the entire data.
Yes, it will accumulate from the entire data.
Like I cannot define from 14 to 15 or something like that.
No, it will define from then you can, that is advanced level. I'll show you what you can do. Suppose you want only the data of 14 and 15, right? Let's say you have 4 years and you want only 2 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
That I will explain it to you in later class. That is a bit advanced level. I'll show it to you that.
Okay.
Okay. Apart from that, we have shown. Now let's go into how to create hierarchy. Now let's say we know that under category we'll have subcategory, right? Sometimes what we are dragging, let's say category, subcategory. Under subcategory, we know we will have the product name, but you have to drag it 3 times here, which is not required. So what we can do, we can create a hierarchy here. How to create a hierarchy? You have the category, drag the subcategory on category. It will give you a pop-up to create a hierarchy. Let's say you create, just name it sub hierarchy. Okay. You click on OK. You will have that sub hierarchy. You have category, subcategory. What else can you bring it down under subcategory? Is the product name. You drag it, you see a line under subcategory. Just drop it there, the product name. Now you have a hierarchy. So now what's the benefit of that? Now when you, let's say, drag category to the row column, you see a add button here. Can you see on the left hand side of the blue pill?
Yes.
You just click it, you will see subcategory. automatically. You don't have to drag it anymore. Now in the subcategory, you can see a plus sign.
Yes.
You click it, you will see the product name also. So this is the help of, if you maintain some hierarchies, it will help you. Don't need to drag and drop so many items one go. You can just click it from there only. If you maintain an hierarchy. Another hierarchy which you can do is this country. Under country, you can have state. So drag the state over the country. Create, let's say, geo hierarchy. Click on OK. You have country state. Then you drag city under state. So now you have a geo hierarchy. So now, if you just drop this country over here, you see automatically that Tableau has created latitude and longitude. It gives you the country where its businesses has happened. Okay, all the countries. If now you can see on the marks card, you have the country there and a plus sign. Click
Yes.
it, you will see the state also. All the states that is just worked on. Then if you click it again, you will see the cities. Now, if you don't need anything, you realized, okay, I don't need the city and state. I just need the country only. Just click on the state, you will see a minus button now. And on the country also, you will see a minus button. Just click it. You will get the country. Everyone clear? Guys, clear?
Yes, yes, clear.
Yes.
Okay. So auto-generated fields, I have already explained it to you. The fields that has been auto-generated by Tableau, like latitude, longitude, orders count, measure values. These are automatically created. These are not in the data set. Tableau has read the data set, and she has, what Tableau has done is it has categorized that data and made some auto-generated fields for your benefit, which, like, let's say latitude, longitude was not there, right? So as soon as you drag the country or the state or the city, it automatically gives latitude and longitude in the row or the column section, and it will help you. Now we have also learned how to make hierarchies in tables. So these two are done. Now I'll get into basic charts preparation. Before that, I'll complete the calculated field first. We'll explain it to you there. This is another important part, but calculated fields, I will just touch it just to explain it to you, because in calculated fields, we can perform various functions. So there are, let's say, I drag, let's say, subcategory in the row column, and I take sales in the column. Let me just go to the table function. It's in the column, and profit here. So it's clear, subcategory, I have the profit and the sales, right? Everyone clear?
Yes.
Now let's say I want to create a field beside sales and I want to add profit plus sales. How will I do it? There are various ways. One, I can go to sales in the table column on the measures part. There's a drop down, you can see. I go to create and I create a calculated field. This is one way I can do it. Another way is I can go to analysis portion and I can create calculated field. Another option. So there are two options. I have profit and sales in my chart. So I can go to tables, I can go to sales or profit, and I can go to create and I can create a calculated field. This is one way of creating a calculated field. Another option, I can go to analysis in the menu bar and I can create a calculated field from there. It has an option there. But majorly everyone prefers to do it from another place, which is very easy. You can see the drop down here, this drop down. Everyone?
Yes.
Yes. Create calculated field from this portion. You create a calculated field. So let's say you want to create a calculated field which will add profit and sales both. So let's say you name it anything. Let's say you name it profit plus, let's say, sales. Okay. So it's very simple in Tableau. Not to do so much of things. You just type profit. You get that right? Profit. You click it. Then you put a at sign and you want to add profit and sales. Then you click sales. Double click it. Everyone? Easy or difficult?
Actually, I'm not able to see your screen properly. Means whatever you have renamed the value.
Okay. Do one thing. Hold. This you can see, create calculated field. Now the pop-up is not showing up, right?
Yes.
Okay, I understand. So you can see this calculation one pop-up in your system right now.
Yes, I can see on my system.
Yeah, you can see in your system now. Okay, just name it as profit plus sales, and below you come below. There you write profit. You can see hash profit option.
Yes.
Yes, just double click it. You
Yes.
got that profit? Yes. Now press add sign, plus sign,
Yes.
and then write sales. There also you will see a hashtag sales option given to you.
Yes, I can see.
Double click it.
Done.
Now don't press apply or OK. Now let me explain one thing here. In Tableau, as soon as you wrote profit plus sales, in the below it's showing the calculation is valid, right?
Yes.
Yes. That means your formula is okay. You can go ahead with it. Suppose it's wrong. Suppose after sales, I write anything. Let's say I gave a dollar sign. Give a dollar sign. It will show the calculation contains error. Just give a dollar sign after sales.
Yes, done.
Yes. So it shows if you are going somewhere wrong, Tableau helps you with that. It says the calculation contains error. Now, when there is also a drop down, when you click on that, you see a bad character written.
Right.
Yes. Now you remove the dollar sign. Now it shows the calculation is valid,
Valid.
right?
Right.
Now press OK. On the measure field, can you see a profit plus sales is created, a calculated field?
Yes.
Now drag it. Yes. Is there, right?
Yes. Done.
So the addition is done. So this is the way you can create calculated fields as per your needs, as per client's requirement, whatever they need for your own benefit, and to create charts where you require certain calculated fields. Okay.
Okay.
Another another I'll show you. Let's say you have ship date and order date. Okay. Let's say a customer placed an order with you. Okay. So there is an order date. Order has been placed on a XYZ date. And you ship that product maybe after 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, whatever be it. Now you want that record. You want to see what is the difference in days in terms of that when the order is placed and when it has been shipped out. It's a very important data for you, for the customer also, to see कि order कब आ रहा है और order dispatch कब हो रहा है, right? So what you will do, what you can do is you take now you take order ID, okay, in the row column, add all members. You have all the orders right here. You do one thing, you create a calculated field. Now let me tell you something regarding, there are various functions which I will touch upon one by one. This is just an introductory class. I am just going through all of it. Various functions like logical functions are there, date functions are there, and many other functions are there which we have to look into. But this is a date function. Like you want to see a difference between in the number of days from the order date to ship date. As anyone, any idea, someone who has done Power BI should be able to tell me the function that I'll use. Anyone?
Date diff.
Yeah,
Date.
date difference.
Mm.
Yes. So let me just name this calculated fields at date diff. Okay. And just write this function with me. You will see once you write date diff, you will see a function date diff. Everyone, double click it. Everyone following, right? Have you got the function date diff?
Have anyone got the deadlift function?
No.
No.
You just write date, DI double F, date diff. See, that function date
I
diff.
cannot see any pop-up on your screen, actually.
Yeah, that I understood that is an issue, but have you got it? Have you created a calculated field?
Yes.
Yeah, just create a calculated field, name it as date diff normally, and then go down and write date diff. Don't give space. Date diff. You will see a function date diff. Anyone got it?
Yes.
Others, have you got it? Date diff function.
Yes.
Okay. Now you have two brackets there after date diff, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Let me just do one thing. Since you people are unable to get it now, I'll take a picture and I will post it. This is the formula that we will be using. Just hold on. And then I'll explain it to you. See, in the group, I have posted a picture. Got it?
Yes.
Okay. Now, let me first explain it to you. When you are in the date diff function, the first part it says the date part you need. Date part is like you want it in number of days, you want it in number of months, or you want it in years or quarter, maybe. So obviously you need the order date and ship date, the difference between both in number of days, right? Number of days, right?
Yeah.
So I have in both the codes, I have written day, that is your date part. Then give a comma. What is your start date? Your start date is your order date. जिस दिन आपके पास ऑर्डर आया वो डेट है, राइट?
Yes.
Okay. So you write order date, you see that calendar sign and select the order date. Then again you give comma, which is your end date here?
Ship date.
Ship date.
Picked it.
So you select ship date. And then start of the week, it's not required for certain, uh, client requirements or maybe other time we'll explain. This is not required. So you click OK. Now, can you see in my screen, I have taken the order ID, right, in the row column.
Yes.
And you got the date diff in the measure column, in the measure portion. You see new calculated field.
Yes.
Just drag it over that ABC. So with one single function, we can find out the number of days the company takes to dispatch a order. That's how helpful Tableau is. Easy or it's difficult for everyone?
Yeah, can I stop the recording, Shrikant? Is it
Yeah,
done?
yeah. But I'll continue in the next class. No issue.
Okay.